So it's probably the last time for a while that this car will get to do this. So I guess enjoy it while we have it, right? So welcome back. Thanks for following along with the channel. We've had some great videos with our Fun at Nationals with Boo and the Camaro. Haven't done a lot of these formats recently. Basically, we've been out enjoying the car, racing, and getting through the rest of the season. 2023, solid season for us. The car's been good. It's been getting better. Really kind of happy with what we've done with it. But there's some big changes on the horizon, and we'll talk about the main reason why in a sec, but we will not be competing in this car in 2024. It's going to come completely down to a bare shell, have a lot of things redone, a lot of things built back up, with the intent of, one, dealing with that prevailing issue, which we'll talk about in a sec, and two, to make it so we can use this car in more places. This car is currently set up for SCCA C prepared, and that's the only category it lies in. There are other classes within the SCCA, like Cam, that this car could be eligible for with a few changes. Outside of the SCCA, there's things like Optima and King of the Mountain and a bunch of different series. And if you know anything about those series, you know the one thing they have in common is the ability to run a 200 treadwear tire. So Hoosier gave me a little bit of a nudge, not directly, I don't know them. They've just decided to do something, and as a result, I've decided to do a lot of things. So you can look forward to this car coming apart and being rebuilt, hopefully better, cooler, faster, and more versatile. So let's talk about the main catalyst for change. The catalyst for all this change is this right here. Turns out Hoosier's not going to make this rear tire anymore. Well, they're going to make it, just not in the compound that I use, and so we have to go to a different tire. We're actually going to go to the same size we run on the front, so this car's going to run a square setup, but this is a 28-inch tall tire, and the other tires are 25.5 inches tall, so stuff is going to have to change back here. Okay, so that's what it looks like with a shorter tire in the back. Obviously, a little more gap here. The stick out offset is not as bad as I thought, but the whole car right now is doing a Carolina squat. So this was 29 inches before, and we're 28. So whole back of the car is sitting 1 inch lower than it was before. We'll make a quick adjustment to the coilovers and we'll level it out. Not as bad as I thought, but this, yeah, that needs to change. So I couldn't resist lowering the car just a little bit more, and it helps in the back, but we're still gonna have to fix that. But man, I love this car. So yeah, I'm not leaving C Prepared. We're still going to run the car there at national events, but we're going to take this opportunity to make some changes so we can do a little bit more. So let's get started with the doors. Ugh, that's hard to point to. The doors, right there. We're going to do the doors. As you may or may not recall, I have a great set of fiberglass doors in this car. They're super lightweight. They're actually finished really nice inside and out, but they don't have a window. And Cam and a few other classes require a window. Now I could permanently affix a window in here. We could do it drag race style and have a window that doesn't roll up or down. But again, I kind of wanted to make this car a little bit better, a little more usable in a lot of ways. race car, but not as race car. So we're gonna take a set of factory style doors. We're gonna gut them within an inch of their life. I found a company that sells Lexan windows that will roll up and fit in factory doors. And so we're gonna go there. We'll have roll up windows, which is kind of fun on a race car. And then we'll have metal doors so we can do magnets instead of covering things with tape all the time. Fiberglass door with the hinges and bolts and whatnot, right around 30 pounds. So, okay, we'll see if we can get close to that. If you know anyone who's interested in a set of doors, fiberglass doors for a 1970 to 81 Camaro, they're here. They're off the car. Let's make them go away. All right, so here is a stock door with glass and hardware and a mirror, and people have put weights on the internet all the time, but we're gonna see what weights actually are. So let's see how much this really stupid heavy door weighs. I'll call that 110 pounds. Good enough. All right, so we're starting to take apart the doors, and ooh, look at this nice job somebody did putting in speakers. So yeah, we'll get this disassembled so we can start cutting things up. So here is the gutted passenger door. You can see I cut out some big sections. Also took the skin off because we're gonna reskin the door because it had some pretty gnarly rust issues, but since this is, getting cut up, I didn't mind having to do a little bit of rust repair here. So that's all gutted. The door beams are out. So let's see what this weighs compared to the 110 pound fully dressed stock door, and see how it compares to the fiberglass doors. This is fun to do one-handed, but it looks like the gutted door is right around, I'll call that 35 pounds. So that's a pretty awesome starting point. And yeah, that is without the door skin, but all the window hardware to roll it up and down is in there. So that's pretty good. Next steps, well, this is gonna get stored for a while. I'm gonna chip away at rust repair on it because I'm not in a big rush. And then we'll put new door skins on and some Lexan windows, and we'll see what the final weight is. But it's gonna be a bit for that. So hopefully that gets you current with the plans for the Camaro. Obviously you saw a little bit of the door stuff, you saw a little bit of the tire stuff, but there's a ton more changes to this car to get it where I want it to be for future competition. We're gonna be doing body work, the whole car's gonna come apart, get repainted. We're gonna fix some odds and ends and some annoyances along the way. We're gonna make some things more convenient, and then we're gonna make some changes to make it more like a street car so that it fits some of these classes. So there's gonna be body work, flares are gonna get redone, windshield wipers, lights, signals. It's gonna get a glass windshield just to avoid a weight penalty in one of those classes. We're gonna reroute the exhaust, so no more out the side here, it's gonna go out the back. We're also gonna take the opportunity to pull the engine out, go through that, pull the transmission out, go through that as well, make sure everything's 100%. We'll re-gear the car for the new tire size. We're also gonna add ABS brakes, maybe traction control. There's a whole host of things that are gonna happen to this car over the next year. So really just a bunch of changes to make the car better. Hopefully you stick with it, you like what you see. Give me your feedback, tell me what you think. We're gonna keep racing next year, so you're still gonna see Boo videos. We'll have the Miata out. We're still gonna enjoy autocrossing racing. We're just gonna make this a better car so that we can get more seat time and put this car into the trophies where it deserves to be. So thanks for watching, thanks for subscribing, and we'll see you soon.